Hello YouTube. So those 4 lines of Python source will provide you option to custom ping specific IP address. Now why custom? Because not just that you will send IP address, that you will grab IP address from keyboard, you will also define number of packets you are trying to send. Now we're gonna do that through string formatting, and don't worry, we will explain everything if string formatting is at least now your thing, you know. So for a start, let's run this script, which is really simple. We're gonna just enter our localhost for now, very simple stuff, and number of packets will be 10. Of course you can do that into command prompt or terminal, whatever you have, but sometimes you just want to double click on script and you want to see results on your screen without too much typing on the terminal. So let's see why we need to use OS. So OS module will provide you a lot of options to mess around with your system. In this case we are calling application. It can be calculator, ping, notepad, anything. Can be run from Python. Like it's basically Python is substituting clicks and messing around with keyboard. So Python, when you write these kind of scripts, it will just be invisible hand that will get the job done. So system, when you see system in someone else's source code, that means that specific application follows. Okay, so because ping demands, well, at least in this case, 2 attributes, 2 parameters, we're gonna use string formatting, and these curly brackets are basically placeholders, blank spaces that will be populated with real data. And real data, we are grabbing it through variables, and we will put things into variables, in this case through keyboard. So number of packets will go here and IP will go here. Can you use specific positions? Yes, and basically default is 0 and 1, and result will be absolutely same. Just a second. Yeah, so let's use well-known IP and 5 packets, and that's about it. Now if you mess around those positions, then of course you will run in this case into error, because you need to follow some specific rules when you are dealing with application that was written by other people. In this case, ping demands specific attribute after attribute. Maybe for some other application it will not be the case, or if you're writing your own application, you will those attributes, you will grab them pretty much generically, so your script will recognize what needs to be done, but in this case you need to follow the rules. So let's run our script, and if you try to enter your data, you will have a general failure. And not just that, check this out. You will have constant errors on your screen, so that's not good. In the case of ping, don't mess around, you know, just follow the rules. You can type 0 or 1 here, or just leave it as default. Now n, when you're using n and we are on Windows, that means that next attribute will be, parameter will be number of packets. Now of course you can hard code your IPs and number of packets here, but you know, we are trying to do a little bit of optimization and a little bit of grabbing things from external world. So yeah, pretty much simple stuff. Can you have a list of IP addresses and then do automatic pinging one after another? Well, sure, let's do that right here. Okay, so IP list will contain couple of addresses. Of course we need to use strings. Next one will be, I think that this is okay, well, at least in my case. And then of course when you're going through list, in this case and in many similar cases, you're gonna use for each loop. So for specific X in IP list, we will issue command, and I think that's it, if I didn't create some kind of error. Run module, number of packets 5. IP destination is not defined is error. Oh yeah, I mean I'm using IP dest here. I need to use X, and then everything will be fine now. 5 packets, and that's about it. One after another. Pretty much simple stuff. I mean, here you have learned basically two things, that you can substitute typing to some older commands with string formatting, which is really awesome. And you can grab things from keyboard or from list or from the external file or from database. It's really not important. So anyway, I think that will solve some of your not problems you're probably practicing, but it can be fun to mess around, especially if you're a beginner, with little bit, with couple of lines of Python with external files, machines, IP out there, because that will give you feeling of what can you do in 2 months or 2 years when you become really good into Python. And not just that you will be able to connect Python to another script, but you will also be to Python with external applications, but you will be able to connect Python with another programming languages or things that you will get as report from those programming languages. You can do different mishmash of things, which is awesome. I mean, you can play with programming languages to the rest of the time. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you can, and thank you for support, and see you in next tutorials.